Hey, welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, I will be finally unboxing She-Ra from the Origins Princess Power line. We'll do a quick unboxing. Now, if you've been with my channel for some time, you know the history with me and She-Ra. Now, if you are new to my channel, I hope you will subscribe. I hope everyone hits that like button. Of course, share this video with who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. And of course, hit that notification bell. Now, I'm going to finally be unboxing She-Ra here. Now, it's been she's been out for over 3 years now, and I'm finally unboxing her because there's a story here, all right? And after we do a quick unboxing, because I'm sure everyone has She-Ra in their loose collection by now, so we'll just do a quick unboxing, and we'll just take a look at the figure really quickly. But as of filming this, believe it or not, I have 6 versions of She-Ra in my collection, okay? 5 are inboxed, and 1, which is this one here, I'm going to get loose finally. So there's a story here. Now, if you've been with me for some time, I'm sure you've already heard the story before. If you are new to my channel, this is kind of a wild and crazy story here, okay? Every version of She-Ra that I have, leading up to this point right here, there's something different about her, with the figure itself or the packaging, okay? But let's go ahead and unbox this version of She-Ra, all right? So I'm finally getting a loose version of She-Ra. Then we'll talk about, this crazy story about why I have 6 versions of She-Ra in my collection, okay? So let's go ahead and unbox She-Ra here. There she is in the packaging real fast. There you have the Masters of the Universe logo, She-Ra. There she is in the packaging. Like I said, I'm sure everyone, has her in your collection, loose or unboxed, all right? Alright, got the Princess of Power logo here. Got her Sword of Protection and Shield of Protection right there. Great shot of the figure. There she is. Got the red rocks blasting around her name and the Masters logo here. Got the Mattel logo. There's a nice glamour shot and gorgeous artwork of her taking on Hordak right there. There she is with her mask on. Trying to get it focused here. So basically, it's not about the unboxing, it's about the story here, everybody. About why I have 6 versions of She-Ra in my Origins collection, alright? If you're new to the channel. And if you've been with me for some time, I hope you don't mind letting me tell the story once again. And thank you for letting me do that. Thank you so much. Alright. So let's go ahead and unbox She-Ra, okay? I'm finally doing it. I'm finally getting a loose version of She-Ra if I can. All right, in my collection. Let me go ahead and take this offline, and I'll be right back, everybody. All right, everybody. Here she is, right here. She looks really good. I'm finally happy that I have her loose in my collection. She looks great. Realistic fabric cape. Very rare to see that in Origins. It looks good. The hair looks nice. All right, she looks good. Of course, she comes with her, Sword of Protection right there. And her Shield of Protection right here. Of course, as you know, in the Filmation cartoon, her sword can be transformed to any object she wants to a shield. So basically, this is the Sword of Protection, just transformed into shield form. Okay, but she looks great. And here's her little tiara mask right here. Looks good. All right. You get the plastic hair with her. Good face sculpt right there. Focus my hand here. Trying to make it focus here, everybody. I'm sorry. It's not kind of out of focus here. Hang on. All right, everybody. I apologize because my camera is not focusing properly. But there she is. She looks great. All right, with her sword and shield in hand. All right, looks good. All right, and just turn around, do a quick little spin around the turntable real fast, and we'll talk about why, and this is a kind of a weird story, and why I have 6 versions of She-Ra from the Origins line in my collection. All right. Now, before I tell the story again, I didn't plan on having 6 She-Ras in my Origins collection. It just happened that way. It's just a weird 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 luck, I guess you can call it. A weird, like I said, I didn't plan on this. Okay, it just happened this way. Okay, but there she is. Looks great, and I'm finally happy to have She-Ra in my loose collection. She looks amazing, and I can't wait to get Swiftwind, and I hope we get more Princess of Power figures of the line. I can't wait if they give us a cartoon collection of She-Ra or Dora or both. But she looks good. It looks really good. All right. All right. Now on to the story. Okay. Now every version of She-Ra I'm going to show you is different from the one after it. Okay. Now the first She-Ra I'm going to show you. It was her 35th anniversary edition, which is this one here, which paid tribute to the 80s version. It had the 80s card back, which was a collector-free card back. You can remove the card back, remove the figure. Also, this version of She-Ra had the realistic hair, combable hair, came with a comb, her sword of protection, her shield. The face sculpt was a little bit different, okay, from later, versions of her. She also had the bigger, if I can show you, the bigger, bulkier knees that you saw with Wave 1 Teela and Evelyn, okay? That I hope that we do get an updated version with Teela and Evelyn from Wave 1 and the fan favorite line, okay? With the more updated knees. So at this point in time, She-Ra had the bigger, the bigger, bulkier knees here, okay? They did not update the knees yet with this version. So this one is the most different version of She-Ra, I have in my collection, with the card back, the 80s style card back, the realistic Barbie hair, everything, okay? It had a really cool comic, beautiful artwork right there. So this one, okay, so this one is the most, I would say different version of She-Ra, I have in my collection, okay? Now, when her original retail release came out, which was this version right here. And I know that for a fact because if you can see, if I can get the camera just right, so get the camera angled perfectly, you can see that you still see the more bulkier knees with her, in this version of She-Ra here. Okay, now when this wave hit, okay, which I did not know at the time, now I do. From my understanding, this wave was only released for the most part overseas in Europe, okay? Now, I was lucky enough. Now, when I started my collection, I didn't hear, only places I know of at the time when I was, getting these figures here from Origins was Walmart, because, at this point, Walmart was the only place you can get these figures, okay? Target was not there yet, okay? So this was a Walmart exclusive, or eBay, okay? I did not know anything about TRG, Toys and Collectibles. I didn't know about Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth, so I learned, basically. So the only places I did find a seller on eBay that, because some places overseas, here in the States did manage to get these figures, this particular wave, okay, of I think it's like Wave 3, I believe, or Wave 2, I'm not sure. And, so you had Roboto, you had Zodak, you had Merman, and you had She-Ra, okay? Now, also, I want to, mention this. At the time, I did not know this, but I was expecting this to be the first of many figures of the Princess of Power line. Now, we're still waiting. So, hopefully, at some point, we will get more figures of the Princess of Power line in Origins. Now, Masterverse, on the other hand, of course, we do have quite a few figures of the Princess of Power line now. So now back to She-Ra here. So I was able to find this version of She-Ra, on eBay, and I got her. And at the time, so it came out in 2021, okay? Right there, okay? So at the time when I, originally got her, I did not know this was an overseas wave for the I did not know that 2 years later. I just didn't, because at the time, we were in a, we're kind of, everyone was pretty much on a lockdown. If you remember that year, it was pretty some rough times for us. And so I didn't know that this wave was, only for the most part overseas. Okay, but there she is with the bigger, bulkier knees. If I can show you right there. All right, same, beautiful artwork right there. What you just saw, with my unboxing version right there. Of course, the cross cell, like I showed you, is slightly different from the one I just showed you from her unboxing. All right. So there you go. There's number 2 right there. So the third version of She-Ra. So years later, let's say around the end of 2021, beginning like middle 22. Target, now having the rights to the Origins line at this time, did get a shipment in of this particular wave to make up for us collectors who missed out on the first go-around, okay? They had a very small window of figures of this wave with She-Ra, Roboto, Zodak, Merman, and at this time frame, they had updated the knee joints for the female figures, okay? And so this version of She-Ra has those updated knee joints right there. The camera can show, you can see the more smaller knee joints right there. Kneecaps for the female women or the female figures. Okay. Same thing. Everything else is the same except for the updated knees. Okay. The box art is the same. New for 2021. You have, She-Ra, the most powerful woman in the universe. Everything, it's just, Origins or Mattel was giving us collectors, another go around, another chance to get these amazing figures, and they were going quickly. At least at my local Target. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but they had a small kiosk of these figures here, and they were going fast. And so, being this wave that came originally overseas, I had to get her, and I had to get Roboto and Zodak and Merman, pretty much the whole wave, again, to have it in my loose collection. But with her, when I saw the fact that they updated the knees, I had to keep her in boxed, okay? So I was going to go, and I went back the next day, and of course they sold out, and that was it, all right? At least at my local Target, okay? Once that when that whole line ended or was done, it was gone. They never brought it back, okay? So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm sure at some point I'm going to be able to find a She-Ra that I can have unboxed, right? But there's She-Ra number 3, okay? So number 4 was her fan favorite version. Now, which I've shown on my channel. Now it's pretty much this version of She-Ra. It's the packaging, okay? Like this version of She-Ra. You get the fan favorite logo here. They put the sword of power, the sword of protection and the shield of protection on the front right here. The figure itself is the same, which we saw with the Target version right here. Of course, the card back in the back is slightly different with for the most part, the same figures from Wave 3 with Merman and Zodak. The only person you're missing who got swiped out was Roboto. He got swiped out for Triclops. All right, but you got the same artwork right there as before. But at this point, I was, like everybody, I'm trying to buy multiple, trying to get Origins figures to Masters figures to CGI, you name it. I was trying to balance out, my purchasing, and so I got this version of She-Ra, and because I was trying to keep up with the other figures in the Origins line and Masters line, okay? So I never picked up a second version of She-Ra, which, by the way, this version of She-Ra, as of filming this, I did see at Walmart. So if you are looking for a fan favorite She-Ra or you need a She-Ra in your collection, check out Walmart, okay? So this is the 4th version of She-Ra. Right there. So there's all right here. We got this version. You have the Target version right here with the more updated knees. You have her first original retail release right there. And of course her 35th anniversary edition. Okay. All right. Now the funny part here is, this whole thing is kind of funny because I know, I know this is a little bit, this is probably a bit too much. I get it. Like I said, I was not planning on having so many versions of She-Ra in my collection. It just happened that way. I don't know. A part of me was like, this is crazy. I mean, I can open any version of this amazing figure in my collection, but I was like amazed. And like each version, like you see, is different. From the packaging, from the figure itself, it's just different. And I'm like, each one, and like, it's just crazy. I know. But about 2 weeks ago, if you remember, I mentioned on my channel that I was going to unbox She-Ra. Okay. Now I went online. I did, and I was going to buy, and I did. Which my understanding, I went online to get me a fan favorite version of Prince of She-Ra. Okay. So it looked like this online. You get the fan favorite, everything. It looked like this. Okay. Everything right here. What you see here, I went online and I purchased this version of She-Ra here. What I got was this. We just saw with their box. This is the international version here. Okay, as you can see, She-Ra. Right, it just says She-Ra here. Okay, does not say most powerful woman in the universe. Okay, it has multi-language. The comic itself is different because this comic here, if you're not aware, there's two versions of the Origins packaging. You have the states, or the single English version right here, or you have the multi-language version here. And the multi-language version here is slightly different from this, from the states version. As you can see, She-Ra has no, title underneath her name. You can see, right, it doesn't say retro play. It says, includes comic. I'm trying to focus here. But pretty much everything else is just the same. Okay, the comic itself is different. If I unbox this right now, which I did unbox it right here. This right here, this version right here, this comic has no words, as you can see. It's just artwork. Okay, there's no words. There's no, So all it is just beautiful artwork right there. Okay, even like the names for all the figures here don't have anything underneath them. It's just their names only. Okay. So when I saw this, I was like, well, this is a different version. This is a different packaging, so I cannot unbox this version. So that's why I had to wait to get another She-Ra to finally unbox, which I did today. All right, and that's the story of why I have, 6 versions of She-Ra in my collection. Okay, it's crazy. I know. Where's she at? Where's She-Ra? So there you go. I finally, after the long wait, I finally have my unboxing, my loose version of She-Ra in my Origins collection. All right, I know it's a little too crazy, and I'm sure a lot of you, would have unboxed her at some point, during this, if you had this, would you have done this if you had 6 or versions of She-Ra, or 5 different versions of She-Ra? Would you have kept at least these 5 She-Ras here in packaging, and then waited to get this, one to unbox? Let me know. I know it's a little crazy. I know a lot of people are saying, good grief, that's a little bit too much. I know. But I was just amazed, like, how far I could go to finally unbox her. Like, every version, like I showed you, is slightly different from the one before it, You can see in this is the fan favorite version, by the way. You can see the power sword, or I'm sorry, I keep saying power sword, the sword of protection. They're both the same. Okay, only difference is you can see you have fan favorite in the corner right there, and this version does not have that. Okay, so this is totally different packaging in my mind. Okay, it's different. What we have seen with She-Ra. All right, but I finally have her loose in my collection. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to getting more Princess of Power figures, hopefully in Origins. I hope I don't have to do this with her if we do get a cartoon collection version or Filmation style version of She-Ra. I hope I don't have to do this again. I don't plan on it. I know it's crazy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this. I know I can laugh about it because it's so weird with her, but I'm happy. I'm finally have She-Ra in my Origins collection loose. All right, they're fighting along her brother. All right, and the Horde. All right, All right, guys. Of course, I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the video and have not subscribed, please subscribe. All right. I hope everyone hits that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. And tomorrow we'll be reviewing the Cartoon Collection version of Web Store. All right, we'll take a look at him in the packaging only. I only have the one, but we'll take a look in the packaging and the beautiful artwork he comes with. Okay. So, guys, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Take care, everybody, and have a good one. Do one more pan right there of all my versions of She-Ra, real fast. I know, it's crazy. All right, guys. Take care, everybody.